There you go.
Now it's on, I think?
Yeah.
Okay. Almighty and most merciful God, we invite you to preside over this meeting tonight. Even as we have different opinions, give us unity in spirit. Help us to each listen politely as others share their points of view. Help us be open to new ideas and respectful even when disagreeing. Help our city council to work in unity for what is best for Snellville and our surrounding area. Help all of us to work together rather than as individuals trying to promote our own agendas. Help us to appreciate and celebrate all that is already going well in our fair city. Help us to count our blessings. Grant a spirit of camaraderie in this room, and may all of us work together on our shared mission of a wonderful community for all in which to live and work. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Leese. And now we'll have the pledge to the flag. What am I trying to say? To be led by Captain Spar.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. And now, under ceremonial matters, we have a couple of proclamations, and the first for the Snellville Lions Club's 70th celebration. It's Proclamation 2022-13. Whereas on September 18th, 2022, the Snellville Lions Club will celebrate its 70th anniversary of affiliation with Lions Club International, founded in 1917. It is the world's largest humanitarian service club organization with 1.4 million members in 47,000 clubs in more than 200 countries and geographical areas. And whereas the motto of the Lions Club International is "We Serve," and the Snellville Lions Club is a valuable service club in the community, their members volunteer their time aiding those in need. And whereas the Snellville Lions Club accepted and has met and will continue to meet the challenge of, 1, Lions Club International founder Melvin Jones to work to improve our communities, 2, Helen Keller to become the Knights of the Blind to aid the blind and visually impaired, and 3, Lions Club International leadership to provide screenings for sight, hearing, and diabetes control and preventions. And whereas the Snellville Lions Club has had numerous members serve in Lions State, District, and in multiple district leadership positions over the years. And whereas the Snellville Lions Club has supported various charitable causes, including LCI, Georgia Lions Lighthouse Foundation, Georgia Lions Camp, Leader Dog, Learning Alley, various senior facilities, Camp Dove, Public Safety Night, Canine Companion, South Gwinnett Co-op, Camp Kudzu, White Cane Program, Middle School Dictionary Program, Cop Car, Mobility Worldwide, Christmas Tree Program, Children's Hospital Care Packages and Pajamas, Environmental Projects, Park Bench at City Hall, High School Scholarships, and various community welfare programs. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Barbara Bender, Mayor of the City of Snellville, where everybody's proud to be somebody, do hereby join with City Council and the citizens of Snellville in recognition of the Snellville Lions Club, do hereby proclaim the month of September as Snellville Lions Club's 70th celebration month. Proclaim this 12th day of September 2022. And would the members of the Lions Club come up and we'll get some pictures?
Don't be afraid of her. She hardly ever bites. All right. All right. Pretend you like each other. We're good. I'll take them this way too. There.
Our Snellville Lions Club has been a big part of our community and a lot of our events, and we are so grateful for them and the service they provide to our community. Next, we have Proclamation 2022-14 for Paint Gwinnett Pink. Whereas every year, too many Gwinnett residents are diagnosed with cancer, and whereas breast cancer is the most common form of cancer in women and second only to lung cancer in cancer deaths, and whereas 1 out of 9 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetimes, and whereas recent research has shown that women who follow annual recommended breast screening guidelines can reduce the chance of dying of breast cancer, and whereas Paint Gwinnett Pink is a signature fundraising event of Northside Gwinnett and Northside Duluth in which every dollar stays in Gwinnett County, and whereas tomosynthesis, y'all had to throw these words in here for me, 3D mammography is cutting-edge image technology that allows healthcare professionals greater visibility of breast structures and possible cancers with 15% fewer false alarms. And whereas the Paint Gwinnett Pink, a 5K run and walk, is a celebration of cancer survivors, a memorial to those lost to cancer, and hope for the future of Gwinnett residents. Therefore, I, Barbara Bender, Mayor of the City of Snellville, Georgia, where everybody is proud to be somebody, do hereby join with our City Council and the citizens of Snellville to proclaim the month of October Paint Gwinnett Pink Month and encourage all Gwinnett residents and businesses to sponsor, to participate, or to learn how each can make a difference in the lives of those facing breast cancer in Gwinnett County. Proclaimed this 12th day of September 2022. And are there representatives for Paint Gwinnett Pink here?
I'll take the picture. You can be in it. Okay.
Those are 3 classes, and we are our cause of funds for this year's event is for 3D mammography. So that's why you see these little glasses, and every council member in the county has gotten pictures with those ones. So we wanted to get something with you guys. Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to have to work 2 cameras, so y'all be good for a while. Okay. All right. Everybody smile. Got one there. And we don't want video. Yep, I'm an old man. One more smile. Big smile. There we go. Perfect.
Thank you.
Oh, we didn't.
Let me hand you this. We're missing our city photographer tonight. How cool.
As Jennifer and I go and have, if our different staff members go, we get proclamations at cities, we go, we eat at restaurants, we shop at shops, and we take pictures. So I hope tomorrow afternoon on Gwinnett Medical Center Foundation, I'll have an album about the cities. So thank you very much for having me.
So much. You guys look cute too. Now we'll move on to the minutes. Is there a motion?
Motion. Oh, he jumped on it. Okay.
There is a motion to approve the minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
There is a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 6 in favor with none opposed. We have no invited guests or committee or department reports, so we'll move to the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the agenda for Monday, September 12th, 2022.
There is a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 6 in favor with none opposed. Now we'll move on to our public hearing. We have item A. It's a second reading, and I will announce that The public hearing portion for this item was held at our last meeting, and the item was asked to be postponed till this meeting. We've already had the public hearing with public comment, so tonight's meeting will just center around a motion and a vote by council with no public input. So we have second reading RZ 22-04, LUP 22-04. Consideration and action on applications by CKK Development Services LLC applicant and Larry Gardner property owner requesting A, to amend the official zoning map for the city of Snellville, Georgia from BG General Business District to RTH Townhome Residential District. B, to amend the Snellville 2040 Comprehensive Plan future land use map from commercial retail to medium density residential. C, and request for variances from the small residential building standards, minimum building setbacks, and sidewalk and planter strip requirements for a 27-unit lot townhome development on a 3.43 plus or minus acre site located adjacent to the Old Hickory Village subdivision, 2045, 2055, 2065, and 2075 East Main Street, Snellville, Georgia. Those are tax parcels 5059248, 485, 486, and 487. So we'll start with the land use plan amendment or vote. Is there a motion?
Madam Mayor, I make a motion to approve LUP 22-04.
There's a motion to approve LUP 22-04. Is there a second?
Second.
I heard Christy Linsky for the second. So we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion by council?
Madam Mayor, I would just like to let the public know that the reason that this was delayed till this meeting was there was a drawing that included some conditions that had been talked about between the neighborhood and the developer that mayor and council were not privy to. The first time that we knew of its existence was at the last meeting. So just out of an abundance of caution to make sure that everybody was on the same page, we delayed it till this meeting, if anybody wanted to know why.
Thank you, Mr. Warner. Any other comments or discussion by council? Then I will ask for the vote. All in favor of LUP 22-04, please raise your hand. That is 1 in favor, 2 in favor. There are 2 in favor. Any opposed? 1, 2, 3, 4 opposed. So the LUP fails. Is there another motion? So the motion to approve the LUP has failed, so is there another motion?
Madam Mayor, I make a motion that we deny LUP 22-04.
So we have a motion to deny LUP 22-04. Is there a second?
Second.
Is the applicant present? There is a motion to deny the LUP. We typically give you an option to withdraw your application, or we can go ahead with a vote.
And just point of clarification, Mr. City Attorney, that is tied to the property, not the applicant, correct?
That is tied to the property, that's correct, because the property owner will sign an allowance that would not go down.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask you a question? If you withdraw it, that takes all your rights of going to court?
I can't, Ms. Nash, I can't advise you, on that, on what, but, you know, if you, what I can just tell you is that if you withdraw it, there are no, penalties that would append to it, but, I'm not in a position where I can advise you as to what you would be able to do or not do, if you move forward.
I think, go ahead and do the motion, because this was really the last ditch effort for him as a property owner. I think he'd probably prefer you to deny it, and you can seek whatever action you want to.
Okay, and can I have your name again, sir? Jason? Duncan Corley. So the applicant has indicated they would like to move ahead with a vote, correct?
Yes,
So we have a motion to deny LUP 22-04 with a second on the table. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 5 in favor of the motion to deny with 1 opposed. So the motion fails. Or I'm sorry, the motion carries to deny the LUP.
Mr. Thompson, am I correct that the RTH Townhome Residential District would not be an allowable zoning district under the current land use plan? Is that correct? So there is
Your microphone.
with the failure to change the current land use plan, the requested zoning, which is to the RTH Townhome Residential District, is not available. So there would not be a reason to have a further vote at this time because of that. Mr. Crowley, you understand that? Okay.
Okay, so that completes item A. We have nothing under our consent agenda, no old business. Under new business, we have 1 item, consideration and action on approval of the intergovernmental agreement with Gwinnett County for the Pinehurst Road utility and roadway improvements. Mr. Sanders, do you want to give a brief update on this?
This is an agreement with the county where they would do the work. It really, it's not only Pinehurst, it's also the roadway off of Pinehurst. And it basically is a great deal for the city in that there is about $350,000 of needed roadway work there. And this agreement caps our expenditure at $200,000. The county will do the work. They'll do the utility work. They'll do the road work. And they've just asked us to participate to the degree that we feel comfortable. All the road work is needed. We would have to do it ourselves at some point in time. So it's an excellent agreement in our favor for the road work. We also get the bonus of upgraded water lines throughout this area. So I would definitely recommend that we approve the IGA to enter into this agreement with the county.
Thank you, Mr. Sanders. Is there a motion?
Motion to authorize the mayor to sign the intergovernmental agreement with Gwinnett County for the Pinehurst Road utility and roadway improvements.
Thank you. There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion by council? Then I will call the question. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 6 in favor with none opposed. So that closes our new business, so we'll move to council reports. Councilmember DeStang.
Good evening, everyone. Just want to remind you that next week, Friday, is our homecoming game at our local high school, South Gwinnett High School. South Gwinnett Comets will play against Norcross, the Blue Devils, and tickets will be on sale for $8 on next week, Friday, on the 23rd of September. So please come and support our players. Buenas noches todo el mundo. Yo quiero decirte que si ustedes podían para ver a apoyar los jugadores de South Gwinnett High School con el fútbol. Ellos van a hacer un torneo con North Gwinnett, Norcross High School, y los tickets son para $8 para todo, para adultos y también para los estudiantes. Y por favor, venga para apoyar ellas. Okay. Also, the Tomlin, I just want to talk quickly about the Tomlin at the Grove, the apartments. I went to visit the apartment complex sometime, it was like last week, 2 weeks ago, and it looks so amazing. The apartment building is so nice. I mean, it's like top shelf, you know. It's really, really nice. They have personal, it's a lot of style going on in there, but also they have amenities. So if you guys get the chance to just, you know, look at it from a distance, I guess. But it's super, super, super nice. This is actually called the Tomlin Apartments, and you can go to the website and check it out yourself at thetomlin.com and see everything they have to offer. And it's also pet friendly. So just a little heads up. Okay? And I do want to thank you for coming out tonight. And just stay safe until I see you again in 2 weeks. Take care.
Thank you, Solange. Councilmember Warner.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up tonight. Whatever the reason was, we're really appreciative whenever our public shows up, even if it's just to yell at us. This last weekend, on Saturday, we were supposed to have the Taste of Snellville out here on the town green. It's been 2 years since we've been able to have it, and we're really excited about having everybody come out and enjoy the various restaurants that we're going to sample their wares out here. But you might have known, they said it was going to rain. They said it was going to pour all day long. It didn't, but we canceled because, surprisingly, restaurateurs don't want to prepare all that food and be rained out. So, to make up for it, this Saturday, same time, same place, from 4 to 8 out on the town green, we will be having the Taste of Snellville. And I certainly hope everybody who's in town shows up, enjoys the community, the activities, the fun. There'll be inflatables, there'll be food, we couldn't have the band come back out, so we will have a DJ playing music. It should be a great time, and hopefully y'all can all join us. We also, on the next Saturday, the 24th, we have the Bruno Mars Tribute Band, same place, out on the town green. It is going to be a great night of music and community, and please come out and join us. Thank you very much. Have a great night and a safe drive home.
Thank you, Todd. Councilmember Linsky.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Saturday, 10 a.m. on the 17th. 17th is the date already? Wow. The Snellville Youth Commission will be meeting here at City Hall, and they will also be going on a tour of the construction site. So they will hopefully be all ready with their hard hats to see what exactly the apartments look like in the inside and getting a glimpse of what the library is going to be like. So we're looking forward to that. And I also wanted to say a special congratulations to Teacher of the Year at South Gwinnett High School, Carla Jordan, language arts teacher extraordinaire. She is so deserving of this honor. And everyone, thank you for coming out. Have a great night.
Thank you, Christy. Councilmember Schultz.
Well, we appreciate everyone coming out. We did have a Snellville Farmers Market in the misty weather on Saturday morning. Wasn't the best attendance we ever had, but we were there. We have 2 more markets in our summer season, September 17th and September 24th. Then we start what we've called our extended season, where we'll have a market in the parking lot on the 1st and 3rd Saturdays of every month, October through May. So, of course, we'll post that on Facebook to remind you, but we'll be there. Like, how many Saturdays a year, Kurt? 34 Saturdays a year we do this, yeah. We're proud of our greenhouse team. They sold fall vegetable and flower seedlings at the market this Saturday, and that combined with the sales they've been doing at the greenhouse during the week, they've managed in the last couple weeks to raise $1,000 for the community garden. And the last thing I just wanted to say, we all know yesterday was an important day. It was September 11th, and I don't think any of us forget, those of us that are old enough, forget where we were on that day. And those images that we saw on television that day. But I also want to point out that September 12th today was kind of a special day too, because it was a day when we were all one. We were all, you know, Americans that day. And it's just my hope that spirit goes on and on. Thank you.
Thank you, Gretchen. Mayor Pro Tem Emanuel.
Thank you. Citizens Police Academy, if you haven't been through it, it's a great experience. I think there's still a couple of slots left, so you might want to check with Chief Perry or anybody at the police department. They can get you signed up. And it really is an eye-opening experience. And you appreciate even more what our police officers in the city do when you see some of the things they encounter on a daily basis. It's really eye-opening. Don't go through with your spouse when you do the clearing exercise, because you'll get shot. I can tell you that from personal experience. And coming up, we're getting into the Thanksgiving season and Christmas, and there's always a need for food. We always have the donation box out in the lobby, and we also have the donation box for cash. So cash or food is greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, it's still a 24/7, 365 situation for a lot of people. With it's called food insecurity now, but it's simply not having enough food to eat. And the co-op just does an outstanding job of getting people fed and also helping them with some bills. So keep them in your mind and try to donate wherever you can. I'm sure they appreciate it. And everything stays locally, so it's not going halfway across the country. It's all for people in this area. Thank you for attending tonight. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Dave. And just a couple of things on my end. Just want to recognize that today, September 12th, is actually Amanda Riley Day. For those of you who have been around for a little while, this day was proclaimed to be her day back in 2015, I believe. Amanda died of cancer at 17 years old, but she left quite a legacy for her short time on this earth. And the basketball court, she played basketball, and the basketball courts at Briscoe Park were named after her on that day. So just want to throw that out there as a reminder to everyone to keep the family in the prayers. And they've done a lot with their Amanda Riley Foundation for childhood cancer. And I think that's worth noting and remembering. Also, I had a chance a couple weeks ago to tour the construction site with some of the Piedmont Hospital executives from here at Eastside, Piedmont Eastside. And so that was a great opportunity to showcase what we've got going on in the construction site and what's coming So it was a great opportunity to do that, and look forward to the SYC, the Youth Commission, being able to tour that as well. It's always fun for that group to be able to put on hard hats and get out there and get their feet dirty out in the construction. And that was it from my mayor's report. So we will move to public comment. I will open the floor to public comment. I did have 2 people that signed up on the list, so we'll go through them first, and then of course anyone else who would like to speak may do so. Is Don Smith still here? If you come up to the microphone and give your name and address for the record, please.
There's a 5-minute time limit on one topic.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, hello, my name is Don Smith. We reside at 2762 Newton's Crest Circle within the Newton's Crest subdivision off of Scenic Highway 124. We currently have issues with the tenant at 2772 Newton's Crest Circle as it relates to his 3 Cane Corso dogs that live there. In July of this year, the dogs broke through the backyard wooden privacy fence and knocked me down when I was out there. Luckily, I was not injured. On August the 11th, the 3 dogs broke through the fence again, running loose in our backyard. My wife and I called animal welfare. The officer came and issued tickets for each dog, but explained to us he could not remove the dogs since they were on private property. He could only take them away if they were running loose in the neighborhood. My wife and I are elderly, and she is currently undergoing cancer treatment. We wrote we would like to be able to use our backyard, but for fear that the dogs will break through the fence at any time, we are unable to do so. On occasion, they make a lot of barking noises, disturbing my wife while she is trying to rest. We are pet lovers, but these dogs have become a nuisance. Any help you can give us to get the fence either replaced or securely repaired would be appreciated. Due to the way the fence was installed, repairs have to be made on their side. The fence sits on the property owned by Invitation Homes, 8601 Dunwoody, Suite 502, Sandy Springs 30352. And we also have pictures. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. And then I had Latasha Billy Archer. You'll have 5 minutes to speak on one topic.
Oh, thank you. Hi, good evening. I'm Billy Archer, and our address is 1654 Beaver Creek Lane, Snellville, Georgia, 30078. Now, my order of business this evening to discuss is that we moved to Snellville 3 years ago. My daughter is a homeowner. I reside with my daughter. Thank you, darling. And we just thought it was a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood, pristine landscapes, everybody taking care, very proud homeowners taking care of their lawns and so forth. Also, there was a beautiful golf course, beautiful greenway, well kept, well maintained. Well, I think after a year being in our home, everything seemed to have changed. We joined the country club and everything had changed. So we're here today to kind of get you to empathize with us, with the concerns that we're having. Now, I'd like to thank Madame Mayor, because she has walked the property to see the 6 to 7 feet tall weeds that have grown on the golf course that has been abandoned. It has become a health issue for the animals, for the wildlife. We're inhibited by snakes and varmints and a skunk that we finally got rid of this week that was living in our yard.
No, he's still there.
He's still there? Okay. Well, we took up all the weeds and everything, whatever, all the bushes to try to get rid of him. And it's just become a health hazard. My grandchildren have serious asthma conditions, and they were outside the other day saying that, oh, Grandma, look at the beautiful snow. I said, snow? Snow here in Georgia this time of year? He said, yes, there's snowing feathers. I said, feathers? Feathers, snowing feathers? Yes, it was a ragweed growing all over our lawns in the whole neighborhood. Now, you know what we have to deal with now with this. We already have a lawn service, Top Turf. They said we're in for a whole lot of trouble because there's nothing you can do. You open your door, you open your windows, and the feathers just fly right in. So I know that there are places where we came from Maryland that there are people are fined for the uncut properties, land and so forth. I don't know here. We've talked to a lot of people. We've contacted the country club about this, and our neighbors are very concerned. We're concerned about our health and our safety because I have a phobia for snakes, and I don't like to see those copperheads coming out of the weeds. So it's decreasing our property values. It's the appearance of the neighborhood now. If you just walk through, like I said, Madam Mayor, you have done so. You know, you said it's taller than the weeds are taller than your husband, and it's frightening. So, for those of you at the end of the meeting, if you like, I deal with visuals. I'm a very visual person. If you like to see those, and I also have a video of the
Feathers.
Yeah.
The feathers coming across.
The feathers, the flying feathers, the snowing, as they say, snowing feathers. So, of course, we deal with the mosquitoes as usual here. And it has triggered a lot of respiratory problems for my grandchildren with asthma. So I'm hoping that you would help in any way that you can. I'm appealing to you tonight for assistance in finding a solution, since we have tried several options, including bringing the matter to the attention of the golf club owner and city code enforcement. Thank you, Officer Green. Without success. Now, as taxpayers, we should be supported in our efforts to protect the health and safety of residents affected by the weed overgrown problem. Help. Please help us. We need all the help we can get. It's coming into our yards, into our backyards. We have one neighbor, elderly neighbor, who said she, in order not to look at the weeds, she decided to build a 6-foot privacy fence. She said, well, the weeds have come over the fence. They come in between the fence, and they're just taking over. She said she goes out and she tries to spray the weeds, and they won't die. We need help. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Archer. That is all that had signed up prior to the meeting, but anyone is welcome to come up and speak. Just give your name and address for the microphone, and you have 5 minutes on one topic.
Can I have two? I'm Kathy Emanuel. I live at 1313 Temple Johnson Road. I have a couple events that I want to remind everybody of. This Thursday, September 15th, the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association will be holding a fundraiser at Mellow Mushroom. Anything you purchase at Mellow Mushroom all day long on that day, 10% of it will be donated to the Police Academy Alumni Association. I'm not going to go into what the Alumni Association does. I think most everybody is aware, but we supplement some of the equipment for the police department, like the canines, things like that. We will be selling raffle tickets, and we have some great raffle prizes. The tickets will be sold in the parking lot between 11:30 and 1:30 and between 6 and 8. So I hope all of you can, even if you can't come out during those times, you just go and buy a pizza, a sandwich, whatever. Second event, Councilman Warner basically covered most of the bases on the rescheduled Taste of Snellville. I did want to mention that it is from 4 to 8. We will be having DJ Leave out there, and we will indeed have our kids zone with the inflatables, the train rides, and games. Chef David Humphrey will also be doing cooking demonstrations at 3:30, 4:30, and 5:30. So it may be a postponed event, but we're still working hard to make it a great event, and we hope everybody can come out for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. Is there anyone else?
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Sharon Stevenson, and I reside at 2826 Tyler DeWayne Court in the Newton Square subdivision. And I just wanted to quickly concur what Mr. Smith mentioned about the dogs. Our attorney has sent a letter to Invitation Home and the property manager. The property is really poorly maintained, and I know that what you can do, the scope of what you can do might be limited, but I'm hoping that we can get the police and code enforcement to enforce some fines on them, because the only thing that Invitation Home understands is money, the bottom line. And if we can hit them in the bottom line, then maybe they'll get rid of the tenant that's there, because last summer they had 7 Cane Corso puppies. So I know that, and now there's about 2 or 3 there. I went to take some pictures on Friday, and one of the dogs rushed the fence, and he's pretty big. So I can only imagine Mr. Smith being knocked over by that very large dog, and it's really frustrating for us. We've had some conversation with Council Lady Solange, and she has dispatched code enforcement came out, the police came out. In June, there were no one there, and the dogs were in the hot garage by themselves, just barking, the feces in the backyard. It's really bad for Mr. Smith on the right and the neighbors on the left as well, too, and the ones that behind them, because no one can enjoy their backyard because of the situation from renters who are not paying taxes. They don't own the home, but unfortunately, it's an investment property, and we just want to get some help with that in terms of perhaps assessing fines, having code enforcement, and the officers do something about it. I don't know what can be done, but any help that can be done, we'd really appreciate it, in addition to what the attorneys are doing right now. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, I will close the public comment and entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, raise your hand. That is 6 in favor with none opposed. We're out. Thank you all for coming out tonight.